Balance sheet, a snapshot of a company's assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. Balance sheet terms: assets, resources a company owns that have value. Liabilities, debts or obligations a company owes. Equity, the owner's claim on the company's assets after liabilities are subtracted. Current assets, assets expected to be converted into cash within a year. Non-current assets, long-term assets like property, equipment, and patents. Current liabilities, debts due within a year. Non-current liabilities, long-term debts. Working capital, current assets minus current liabilities, indicating liquidity. Retained earnings, profits that a company keeps instead of distributing as dividends. Goodwill, the value of a company's reputation, brand, or customer relationships. Income statement, a report showing a company's revenues, expenses, and profits over a period. Income statement terms: revenue, total income generated from selling goods or services. Cost of goods sold, direct costs of producing goods or services sold. Gross profit, revenue minus COGS, showing profit before other expenses. Operating expenses, costs for running the business, excluding COGS. Operating income, gross profit minus operating expenses, also called EBIT. Net income, total earnings after deducting all expenses, taxes, and interest. Depreciation, the reduction in value of tangible assets over time. Amortization, the reduction in value of intangible assets over time. Earnings per share, net income divided by the number of outstanding shares. Cash flow statement, tracks the cash inflows and outflows from operations, investing, and financing. Cash flow statement terms: operating cash flow, cash generated from day-to-day business activities. Investing, cash flow, cash used for or generated from investments in assets. Financing cash flow, cash used for or generated from borrowing or equity activities. Free cash flow, cash left after operating and capital expenditures. Statement of Shareholders Equity explains changes in equity over a period, including retained earnings, dividends, and stock issuances. Statement of Shareholders Equity terms: share capital, the amount of money shareholders have invested in the company through the purchase of shares. Common stock represents the equity ownership of common shareholders in the company. Preferred stock, equity ownership with fixed dividends and priority over common stock in case of liquidation. Additional paid-in capital, the amount shareholders paid above the par value of the stock. Treasury stock, shares that the company has repurchased and holds in its own account. Retained earnings, accumulated profits that the company keeps instead of distributing as dividends. Dividends, payments made to shareholders out of the company's earnings, reducing equity. If there are any financial statements terms you think we missed or topics you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more simple financial tips. See you in the next video.